Hi there. Oh man, a lot has happened over the last couple of weeks, and I wasn't around to talk about it. Nope, I didn't cover anything because I was very busy. And why was I busy? Because I opened my business back up. Yeah. Now, technically, I wasn't supposed to, but the sheriff's department said they're not going to enforce anything, so I went ahead and did it. Because let's face it, I need the money. And why is that? Well, this shit here ain't going to pay for itself, now is it? No. See, while everyone was busy being distracted with the debates and with Trump getting the coronavirus, this happened. My wonderful governor took it upon himself to sign a bill establishing a task force to study and make recommendations on reparations for slavery. Yep. Now, this will pass. Oh, yes. They will recommend it, and then they will go ahead and push a bill through, and we will be paying reparations. So, therefore, little me had to open my business back up because, let's face it, a person that's never owned slaves is responsible to pay people that never were slaves. That's just the way it is. Now, I'm not going to talk about reparations because I already have. I'm going to talk about virtue signaling white women. Yep, virtue signaling white women. Again, even though I've covered them before, because they are the problem. Let's be honest. If they were to put a bill like this on the ballot tomorrow, virtue signaling white women would make sure to vote yes on it. And then we'd all be paying reparations. I'm getting so sick and tired of virtue signaling white women. We all know the reason I hate it the most and can't stand what they do the most is because they are always willing to throw our men, white men, under the bus just to make themselves look good. And I'm getting really sick and tired of it. Now, there are very few things that actually get under my skin, contrary to popular belief, because I do come off somewhat negative from time to time on here. Most things really don't bother me. Virtue signaling does. And I'm talking about all virtue signaling. If you buy someone a cup of coffee and you have to tell everybody that you did so online, it annoys me. If you pick up trash on the side of the road and you have a bunch of bags that are filled and you have to take a picture to tell everybody that yes, you did do a good deed, that annoys me. If you comment in the comment section of a video or a post talking about a great thing that you did for other people, even if it doesn't even pertain to the original post, that annoys me. A lot of people may not agree with this. I don't like it. What happened to the good old days when you could just do something nice for somebody or do something good in general and not have to tell everyone else. I don't know about you, but I notice that white women are the worst at this. They cannot do a fucking thing without telling other people. Especially when those things are what society is telling them is the right thing to do. Because women are followers. Now, I saw a post a couple of days ago, and this was actually going on when Trump was in the hospital. And it was on a feminist site. And it was posted by a guy. And there were tons and tons of feminist women on there defending their virtue signaling. Defending their virtue signaling. Virtue signaling to this guy who wrote this post. All the while missing the fucking point. So I'll explain it. The point is to virtue signaling white women out there. If any of you ever come across this, the people that you virtue signal for, they don't give a flying fuck about you. They never have, they never will. But you go ahead and continue throwing our men, our white men, under the bus. Okay? Continue to do so. I'm just going to read it. You guys will know where I'm going at with this. Question: have you been non-hue signaling? If so, Sunday is a good day to repent. What is non-hue signaling? Now keep in mind this was all going on when Trump was in the hospital. That is when your BLM proclaiming ass sends out public thoughts and prayers for a speedy recovery for the supremacist in chief. In doing so, you are signaling to your Crow-MAGA friends and family that despite your minor political differences, you are still on the right team. It's your way of giving a wink and a nod to say right or wrong, good or evil, all, whatever the fuck, lives matter. And just know that when your black friends, both of them, see your non-hue signaling, we give our own winks and nods to signal to each other that we knew all along that you weren't shit. And then, of course, this is followed up by a ton of stupid virtue signaling white women talking about how great they are and how they have more than two black people in their lives, or how they make it a point to go out and protest or riot or do whatever the fuck else they're going to do because they want to be on the right side of history. And it's not the one that's spelled RH. Yeah, no. So I just wanted to cover that. I find it so disgusting. And I know I've talked about it before, but come on, white women. You act like you're such badass bitches. I mean, you say it all the time. But you can't do anything good without telling other people. And even if you're doing things that are completely wrong, you still think you're doing something virtuous. I don't get it. You guys have a good one.